I have just bought a Bugatti Veyron with a small issue. Nothing happens if I try to go into drive. Nothing happens.
Jeremy Clarkson may have just made one of the most unexpected moves in automotive entertainment. For years, fans have wondered what happens after the Grand Tour. Who could possibly fill the shoes of Clarkson, Hammond, and May? Now, one surprising name is being linked to the future of the franchise, Matt Armstrong. The Leicester-based YouTuber built his reputation by rebuilding crashed supercars that many believed were beyond saving. But according to growing speculation, Clarkson may see something much bigger in Armstrong than just a talented mechanic. And here's where it gets interesting. While Matt's latest Ferrari project is attracting huge attention online, rumors of a connection to Clarkson have reportedly left one high-profile Bugatti owner furious. What started as a rebuild story is quickly turning into a battle involving supercars, celebrity presenters, and the future of automotive television. So is Jeremy Clarkson really preparing to bring Matt Armstrong into the Grand Tour universe, and why is the entire car community suddenly talking about it?
Every one of the cars I've rebuilt has got more expensive. I'll be honest, a Bugatti was never on my dream car list. We managed to solve the problem with just a tiny fuse.
Few people could have predicted that a mechanic from Leicester would become one of the biggest names in automotive media, long before the rumors linking him to Jeremy Clarkson and the Grand Tour. Matt Armstrong was simply a car enthusiast learning the trade alongside his father. What made Matt different was his willingness to take on projects most people considered impossible. While others avoided heavily damaged supercars, Matt saw opportunities. One rebuild after another attracted millions of views, with audiences fascinated by his ability to bring expensive machines back from the brink. As his channel grew, so did the scale of his projects. Lamborghinis, McLarens, Ferraris, and other exotic cars began filling his workshop, turning him from a local mechanic into a global automotive creator with millions of followers. But despite all those impressive rebuilds, one project would take Matt Armstrong to an entirely different level and put him on the radar of some of the biggest names in the automotive world. And that's where things started to get really interesting. Matt Armstrong had already built a loyal audience. But one project changed everything. When he took on the challenge of rebuilding one of the world's most talked about hypercars, the automotive community couldn't look away. Millions followed every update as obstacles appeared at every stage. What looked impossible on paper slowly started becoming reality. Each breakthrough generated headlines, massive view counts, and endless debate across the car world. Suddenly, Matt wasn't just another YouTuber rebuilding cars. He was becoming one of the most recognizable figures in automotive media, attracting attention far beyond his usual audience. And that's when some very influential people started paying attention. As Matt Armstrong's profile continued to rise, speculation about his future started growing. Fans began asking a question that once seemed unthinkable. Could someone like Matt eventually play a role in the future of the Grand Tour? Jeremy Clarkson has spent decades identifying personalities who can entertain as well as they can talk about cars. And in many ways, Matt brought something fresh to the table. A mix of mechanical knowledge, humor, risk-taking, and a connection with a younger audience. The rumors only grew louder as Matt's projects became bigger and more ambitious. Suddenly, the idea of a YouTube creator stepping into the world of mainstream automotive television didn't seem so impossible anymore. But one particular Ferrari project would take that conversation to another level. While most creators would have been satisfied with their growing success, Matt Armstrong kept raising the stakes. His Ferrari project quickly became one of the most talked about builds on his channel, attracting huge audiences eager to see how the story would unfold. The project had everything viewers love: high costs, unexpected setbacks, dramatic discoveries, and the constant possibility that things could go wrong. It wasn't just about fixing a car anymore. It was about proving once again that seemingly impossible challenges could be overcome. For many fans, this was exactly the type of story that would fit perfectly into a Grand Tour-style format. It combined entertainment, risk, and genuine automotive passion in a way that felt larger than a typical YouTube series. But while the Ferrari was gaining attention, not everyone was happy about where the spotlight was heading. As conversations about Matt Armstrong's future grew louder, some fans began noticing tension surrounding the attention shift. The focus was no longer entirely on the famous Bugatti rebuild that had helped make headlines around the world. Instead, people were talking about Ferrari projects, television opportunities, and even possible links to Jeremy Clarkson. Online discussions exploded as viewers debated whether Matt was entering an entirely new chapter of his career. Supporters argued that his success was well-deserved after years of taking risks and building an audience from scratch. Critics, however, questioned whether the growing hype was getting out of control. The debate quickly spread across social media, creating even more attention around Matt and his projects. And the more people argued, the bigger the story became. But the biggest question still remained unanswered. The reason so many people are taking these rumors seriously comes down to one thing. Matt Armstrong already possesses many of the qualities that made automotive television so successful in the first place. He understands cars at a level most presenters never will, but he also knows how to make complex projects entertaining for everyday viewers, whether something goes perfectly or completely falls apart. He has a way of turning every setback into part of the story. Perhaps most importantly, Matt connects with a younger audience that traditional automotive television has struggled to reach. Millions of viewers follow his projects not because they're car experts, but because they enjoy watching someone tackle challenges that seem impossible. That's exactly why many fans believe he could be a natural fit for the next generation of automotive entertainment. And when you look at the numbers, that argument becomes even stronger. The automotive media landscape has changed dramatically over the past decade. Independent creators are now attracting audiences that rival and sometimes surpass traditional television shows. Matt Armstrong sits at the center of that shift. With millions of subscribers and hundreds of millions of views, he has built an audience that follows every project, every challenge, and every breakthrough. For television executives, that's impossible to ignore. Instead of spending years building a new personality from scratch, creators like Matt arrive with a loyal fan base already in place. That's why the rumors surrounding Clarkson continue to gain momentum. The combination of Matt's growing influence, his proven ability to tell compelling stories, and his massive online reach makes him one of the most valuable personalities in the automotive world today. But the biggest question is whether any of these rumors will actually become reality. Just a few years ago, the idea would have sounded completely ridiculous. The Grand Tour was built around three of the most recognizable personalities in automotive histories. Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May created a formula that millions of fans around the world connected with for decades. Replacing any of them seemed almost impossible. But the automotive entertainment industry looks very different today. Traditional television is no longer the only route to building a global audience. YouTube creators now attract millions of viewers every month, often generating engagement levels that many television networks would envy. That's why speculation surrounding Matt Armstrong refuses to disappear. He has the mechanical expertise, the natural on-camera personality, and the ability to turn even the most technical projects into entertaining stories. Whether it's a guest appearance, a special collaboration, or something much bigger, many fans believe he has all the ingredients needed to succeed on a larger stage. Of course, nothing has been officially confirmed, but the fact that these discussions continue to gain momentum shows just how much Matt's influence has grown in recent years. He is no longer viewed as simply another automotive YouTuber. For many people, he represents the future of car content itself, and that raises an even bigger question about where the industry is heading next. Right now, Matt Armstrong finds himself in a position that very few automotive creators have ever achieved. His projects attract global attention, his audience continues to expand, and every new build seems to generate more excitement than the last. Whether the rumors involving Jeremy Clarkson eventually lead to something real or simply remain speculation, they highlight just how far Matt has come. What began as a passion for rebuilding cars has evolved into a career that now influences conversations across the entire automotive world. The Ferrari project, the ongoing Grand Tour speculation, and the reactions from fans across social media have only added fuel to the story. Every interview, every upload, and every new project creates another wave of discussion about what his future might look like. Supporters believe he could become one of the defining automotive personalities of the next generation. Others remain skeptical, arguing that television and YouTube are still very different worlds. But regardless of which side people take, almost everyone agrees on one thing. Matt Armstrong's journey is far from over. And if there's one lesson from his career so far, it's that he has repeatedly achieved things that many people said couldn't be done. From a small workshop in Leicester to becoming one of the most recognized names in automotive content, Matt Armstrong's rise has been nothing short of extraordinary. What makes his story so compelling isn't just the cars he rebuilds, it's the way he has challenged expectations at every stage of his journey. Time and time again, he has taken on projects that seemed impossible and found a way to make them work, earning the respect of millions of viewers in the process. Now, with growing speculation linking him to Jeremy Clarkson and the future of the Grand Tour, the conversation has reached an entirely new level. Whether those rumors eventually become reality remains uncertain, but the excitement surrounding them shows just how much influence Matt has gained. One thing is clear. The automotive media landscape is changing rapidly. The gap between YouTube creators and traditional television personalities is shrinking every year, and Matt Armstrong stands at the center of that transformation. So if Jeremy Clarkson really is searching for the next big personality in motoring entertainment, could Matt Armstrong be the perfect choice? Or is the automotive world about to witness an even bigger surprise than anyone expects? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.